Hi guys, welcome to Naturosity. My name's Todd from New Life Bible Camp. Naturosity is where I'll bring the wonders of nature at camp to you. I hope you'll enjoy a little bit about nature and a lot about being curious of the natural world around you. In your curious pursuits this week, what did you find outside? Write about what you saw and smelled or held in the comments below. Naturosity brings camp nature to you. Like I said, I'm no scientist and I'm no naturalist, but I'm a camp guy who loves the fun of finding cool things outside. Today, Naturosity brings us to my favorite tree, the eastern white pine. This is my favorite tree because of its whimsical needles and beauty all year long, especially in the winter. The eastern white pine is one of the most plentiful trees in Pennsylvania. It's a valuable timber tree because of its rapid growth and easy to use wood. It grows up to 3 feet per year and can grow up to heights of 80 feet now in regular forests. Some of the white pine that are found in old growth stands in the eastern United States can grow up to over 170 feet tall. The white pine is the tallest conifer in the northern hemisphere. It's considered a softwood, which makes it strong and easy to work with. Like I said, the eastern white pine is a conifer, which is different than a deciduous tree because it keeps its needles in the winter. More distinctly, the seeds are produced in a cone. Most coniferous trees do not drop their needles in the winter. You might ask yourself, how do you identify an eastern white pine? Well, it's really easy. First of all, you ask yourself if it has a broad leaf or does it have needles? Of course, the answer is needles. Then your question is, how many needles per cluster? So you look really closely and you find a cluster and you count the number of needles in that cluster. And of course, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 needles means that it's a white pine, and it's just that easy. Other than timber use, the white pine has many other uses as well. They provide nesting sites or habitats for many birds, including the bald eagle and osprey. You can also make tea with the needles that is rich in vitamin A and C. The sap of the pine tree can be used as an antiseptic as well and be put on wounds because it has healing properties. The seeds at the end of this tree are eaten by birds and other animals like black bears, rabbits, red squirrels, and particularly the red crossbill bird. The bark of the white pine tree is tasty to animals like beavers, porcupine, rabbit, and mice, and it can be dangerous for the tree, but they enjoy it. It also protects the tree from fire because of the high ridges. When the fire comes, it protects the inner live part of the tree. This particular tree was heavily involved in the cause of the Revolutionary War. Between the time of the Pilgrims and 1776, the 200-plus foot white pine trees in New England were highly desired by the King of England and his Navy ships. The colonists recognized the great value of these trees and didn't want to give their, quote-unquote, natural resources away without a good trade. Then the tree was so desired for construction and building industry and housing in the late 1800s that by 1910 almost all the white pines of any size were cut down and sent to a sawmill and left the mountains bare of this wonderful tree. They've made a comeback because of intentional stewardship of the forest, but they are nowhere near their native size and beauty as they were before the Pilgrims arrived. So just like the white pine tree, Christians are similar. God has given us great beauty by His Son Jesus, giving us life, and He's given us character that shines and glorifies Him. But just like the pine tree, I think we should also, no matter what the season is, whether it's in the summer or in the darkest winter, whether it's cold out or warm out, we should always shine and have that beauty that's displayed for all to see. So regardless of the season, we should live like Christians, like God would have us to live. Thanks for watching this episode of Naturosity. Hopefully you can go outside and be curious in the world around you. Tune in next week to see what's next on Naturosity.